Hey y'all, I'm sitting here getting worked up and I have to send out a word of encouragement. Today is my oldest son's 20th birthday. Next month I will be celebrating my oldest daughter's 19th birthday. And I got pregnant with my oldest son at 15, my oldest daughter at 16, and it wasn't all under the best of circumstances. We went through some really, really hard times, and abortion and the day after pill and all those things was thrown in my face often, and at one point there was a day I was on my way to the health department to get the day after pill, and I got stopped by a red light and I was just praying. And at the time I didn't even truly know the Lord. I wasn't a born again believer, but I was praying, and just this small still voice, spoke to me and was like, pregnant or not, you're going to be okay. And I listened. I turned the other direction. I did not go to the health department. I did not get the day after pill. 5 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, which is now about to be 19. And I was just sitting here thinking about how faithful and how good God has been to us when I truly just surrendered everything and just really began to seek the Lord and to want to be a woman that loved and honored God and raised my children up in that, and to see where my children are at today, the oldest 20, the other 19, and it's just such a blessing. And I know that in a lot of circumstances like that, there has been many abortions and different things, and it breaks my heart because I know how much joy that can come from these children. And I'm not saying it's always easy, because it was not always easy. Like, my kids were always a huge blessing to me, but it was always the things outside of dealing with that kind of life, sex outside of marriage, being pregnant, and, just living that life of uncertainty and just not a life that was founded upon God in the first place. There was a lot of chaos and destruction and darkness, but thank God, by the grace of God, He began to draw me out in my early 20s, and I listened and I sought Him with my whole heart, and I truly came to know Him when I was 25. And the things that the Lord has done, guys, is amazing. And I just want to encourage you that if you're in a place where you feel like there is no hope, how am I ever going to make this? My life is over. Guys, there is always hope. God's mercies are new every morning. His grace is sufficient, and He loves you, right? And He wants to fix your life on Him. And He can take a life that is completely broken and in shambles, and He can build it into something that you would not ever have thought for yourself. Okay, so just seek the Lord. Don't make those decisions, right? Choose to love your babies, but first, if you haven't been put in any situation like that, just begin to seek the Lord now and learn to do life and relationships according to His will and His way. Okay, to just hopefully you can bypass a lot of the chaos and just begin to build your life upon the things of the Lord now, His truth, His way, right?